Page 34, Magic Carpet of Dreams. It's a melody from a piece called Reverie by Debussy. It's a very famous piano piece, beautiful piece. They're introducing the saw pedal here. I'll come back to talk to them about the saw pedal a little later. Let's get this piece down first. So in 4/4 time, no sharps or flats. We're in the key of C major. So do the C major scale and the A minor scale, and those are arpeggios, the C major and the A minor arpeggio. Right hand first. The fingering is okay to one end. And I'm going to connect everything right now. We'll put in these phrasing and slurs later. Second line, fourth finger here, crunch up a little bit. This way you can reach the D more easily. And that E is tied for 2 measures, and then you can lift up. Third line, second measure. Watch the fingering. It's 1, 5, 4. We want to connect this if we can. And if you can't reach from a D to an E, it's a little over an octave, you have to lift up. That's okay. If you have to, you have to. But if you can reach it, reach it. And again, 5. This is good. On page 35, it's the same thing, sort of, except it has an 8 VA over it. That means go up and up. So instead of here, you're up here. And at the end of the line, the AVA goes away. So in the second line, no AVA anymore. So you're here already, just right there. Then 2, thumb. Watch out the E flats, the flat sign, the B flat. You can use the thumb if you want, because you're not playing any other notes. And then second finger. G flat. And again, you can use the thumb if you want, because you're not playing any other notes. And then just cross over to the G flat. Feels a little weird to cross over on a black key, but we do it sometimes, and they're all black keys, so it doesn't matter. Because now we're only playing black keys. You're up here. Thumb. Now you come back out. Last line on page 35. You're starting here, and they want you to use the thumb again. No. I want to connect it. So use second finger, and then put a thumb on the last note of that measure. The last C of the measure. Then use thumb. So I'm here, 2. And then thumb. This way I'm in position for the next measure. And then 2. And they've got a note there saying you can't do that. Yes, you can. On those whole notes, the C and the G, instead of 2/5, reach down and do a 3/5. Here. This way, you're going to use the other 2 fingers for these other notes. Here. While holding these down, you're doing that. We have to do that a lot in piano, and it's a good exercise. Left hand's just got the chords. Third measure over on the C chord. The whole C chord is that. We're not using the G, but I use the 4th finger there. And just keep it. So you don't have to use 5-3-1 on everything. You can catch multiple chords in the same hand position in that third line. Or starting with the second line, last 2 measures. You're coming down here. I'm doing a 2 here, and the next line I'm doing the B. It's the same hand position. I'm not using 5-3-1 on everything is what I'm saying. So find fingerings where you don't have to move your hand around so much. Now on page 35, you can do a 5-4-2 if you want. Otherwise, it's 5-3-1. You got to be up here for that. That AVA only applies to that upper staff. There's no AVA here. And then here. Second line, it's a B flat, D, A flat. And then the third measure over, B flat, E flat, G. And then the third line, they're all flatted. So it's Here you can be up here because they're all black keys. And then third measure, you come up here. E flat, G flat, C. And then in the next line, you come back to earth. Put the hands together. You put the hands together. And when you're satisfied, no hesitations, anything, and then you might try the articulation, which the only thing they give is legato. Put in the phrasing. Connect this first line, connect that together. Now you can lift up. Connect all this together. Find the musical phrases and just lift up between the phrases. And I can hear the phrases better, just a personal thing for me, if I play them faster. That's why I speed that up real quick so I can hear the musical sentences. Dynamics apply to the melody. Very soft. This is super duper soft. How soft can you play that? At the top of page 35, now you're go up to soft. Now you're still soft, but you're a little louder than you were at the beginning. The left hand is still super duper soft. And in the second line, you're going to go up to moderately soft. Up there, moderately soft. The left hand's still really soft. And at the end of the third line, you come back down here. Started out moderately soft. Soft. And now you're back to very soft. Like you were at the beginning. And at the end, you get 3 P's. Pianissimo or piano pianissimo, however you want to say it. It's just softer than 2 P's. You just added another piece, you go down another level. Just hear these notes. How soft can you play these? So you can hardly hear them. That's how soft they need to be. And there's a retardando there, you slow down. Speed, it is tranquillo, which is, well, they give you a it's going to be kind of a tug of war. The half notes, you don't want them lasting too long. You got to play them and pick up the speed to play them. But the eighth notes, you don't want them to go by too quick. No, they've got to sound. So it's a tug of war between the half notes pushing you forward and the eighth notes pushing you back. And it's got to be all one speed until you get to the end with the retardando, so it's kind of in between. It's just a real slow, and that's going to be a struggle in some cases because you'll start out that speed and then gradually speed it up, and by the time you get to the measure, or to the bottom, let's say to the bottom of the page, the last line, you're up here. See, I've sped it up, it'll just happen. So you have to focus on this. If you have to, think eighth notes throughout. 1 and 2 and 3, and that'll help to keep it slow. Now we need to talk about this soft pedal, the left pedal if you have one. If you don't have a left pedal, don't worry about it. Do the best you can with your hands to get this soft. If you have a soft pedal, let's talk about it. Most pianos, acoustic pianos I'm talking, either have 2 or 3 pedals. Some have 4 and some have 5. Don't get into that. The left pedal is the soft pedal. So you have the right pedal. I don't know which is your right and left. This is okay. The right pedal is the damper pedal. We've been using that all along. The left pedal is the soft pedal. It makes it go soft depending on your piano. An upright, it moves the hammers closer to the strings so they don't have as far to hit, so they can't play as loud. On a grand, it moves the hammers sideways slightly so the hammer's only hitting 2 strings instead of 1. Or it's hitting the soft part of the hammer, the felt of the hammer, and that makes it play softly. However, when it does that, it also changes the tone of the piano, and that's important. On a grand like this, and you can't really see it very well, but when I push the pedal down, whole keyboard moves just a little bit. You can't see it very well. And when it does that, the hammers inside here, they move too. You can't see that very well either, but they're all moving over a little bit. And it's because it changes the tone is why we have to be very careful when we use it. Don't use it just to play soft. In my opinion, that's a bad idea. It's just laziness. You need to learn to play soft with the fingers. Now, in an upright, it doesn't matter. You can use it however, because it doesn't change the tone in an upright. Most uprights. But the una corda is what they say. Una corda means one chord, one string, which is how it used to be. It would move the hammers over enough they only hit one string. Today they hit two strings if you have. But it's still, una corda means the left pedal. That's what it's called. It's an una corda pedal. At the top of page 35, it says tre corda. Between the tre means three. That means three strings. That means lift up the una corda pedal. You're back to the regular three strings. You're always tre corda, unless you use the una corda. A lot of cordas in there, isn't it? And you just push it down at the beginning before you start, and hold it down all throughout page 34, and then lift it up for page 35 until the last two lines. You see una corda again, you push it down there. And this will help play the triple P at the bottom. It will, because it changes the tone, it mellows it out a lot, and you can get real soft. How soft can you get? Now in the regular pedal, because they're talking into, it's all connected, and it's overlapping. The notes go down first and then the pedal. You change it after you play the notes. And it looks like they're changing with the harmony. That's okay. I think we can get away with it. This is a kind of a piece, the mood of the piece is where we can blur it up a little. It's kind of a foggy, misty thing, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be real clean. It's not what this piece is about.